take place. Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Brady to throw on second down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Throwing now is Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Simeon wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Then from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run. Anderson runs through another. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease.
Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The runner-up New England Patriots offense back onto the field, and I wanted to get your thoughts on the offense for this crew as they go into 2018. How do they stack up, Charles?
Typically, New England, pretty darn stable. One of the goals going into the offseason was to try and hold on to running back Dion Lewis, because coupled with James White, that's a heck of a tandem. Of course, the big fella, Gronk. You know, you find him another all-pro year in 2017. And remember, before 2017 began, they picked up Brandon Cooks in a trade at wide receiver. That paid off in a big way. He had his 3rd straight.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Todd Davis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And he is knocked down from the side. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brady now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the second straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, it's one of those old adages in sports that defense travels and defense is a constant. Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were third overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5-11 in 2017 for Denver. Now a run with Anderson, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Foxborough after this. Simeon on first down. He goes underneath for Anderson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. To throw is Simeon. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Simeon on third down. And Fowler's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. On 1st and 10, Simeon on the crossing route. He hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again is Simeon. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And it's 3rd and 5. Well, too much oomph couldn't do much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green, 39.
Simeon throwing again. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, it's Simeon. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Off the fake to Booker, it's Simeon. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Found his target, it's Anderson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Simeon got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Again, Simeon. And this will be caught. It's Fowler. Touchdown, Broncos. Benny Fowler, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and, of course, people in it.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
Now Simeon, a dump off to Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackling.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
On first down, Brady looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, 38 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Simeon. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Booker. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh? And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're...
Dion Lewis, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 73 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
All right, here we go. 3, 9, 10.
On second down, here's Simeon. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Now let's go.
From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Green brings it in. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Here we go now.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
They snap it to Simeon. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They give it to Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Space to maneuver at the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They try again with Lewis. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Fresh set of downs here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They slot Gronkowski outright. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. First and goal. One final try now for Brady. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.